Hi guys, Bridget here with Made to Motivate. I wanted to go over with you today what the Beachbody Ultimate Reset is and how to get started on the right track. So the Beachbody Ultimate Reset is basically a 21-day cleanse and detox of your system to really get you started on the right track with food and nutrition. So you'll get your kit in the mail. It looks just like any of the workout programs would. It's in a box, but instead of a program with DVDs inside, you have supplements like this. So I am a little over halfway done with my Ultimate Reset right now. Tomorrow's the last day of week 2, so you can see that I've gone through a lot of the supplements. When you first open your box, you're going to get a few things. You're going to get a quick start guide. You're going to have 2 CDs. One is really how to get started quickly, and then a second is a cooking class. The DVDs, I watched the Reset Your Health DVD to get me started before I began. I didn't watch the cooking class because I like to cook. It's something I enjoy, so I didn't really need those tips. But if you aren't familiar with things in the kitchen, I definitely suggest watching it. So you get your quick start guide. Definitely read over it. It basically just tells you what each phase is for. Each week is a different phase. The first phase is reclaim, the second phase is release, and the third phase is restore. So you're going to want to pay attention to those. Each phase you have different supplements to take. So you have a nice chart here in the quick start guide, but they also give you this little schedule guide that I have used daily, even though it's almost the same every single day. It's definitely the same week to week. So week 1, it's the same every day of week 1, week 2, etc. But I use it as a bookmark in my program and nutrition guide because I flip back and forth to those recipes quite often. But you can see it's just in miniature form from the quick start guide. It tells you exactly what supplement to take and when, time of day, etc. between meals. And the most important thing I think that you get is this book, the Program and Nutrition Guide. This book tells you exactly what you're going to be eating every day at every meal. And so you're going to really want to familiarize yourself with this book. This book has been like my Bible for the last 13 days. And I know it will continue to be that for the next 9. You could see basically this is what it looks like. It has day 2, and it tells you your meals, any alternatives that you may want to have. And it goes to day 3. It says you can double recipes to, make prep easier for the next day. And then it'll tell you what page any recipe is on. So in the back of the book, they have all the different recipes. You can see that my book has been used quite often because I have it in the kitchen when I'm cooking, so things get on it, etc. That kind of thing. But that's going to happen. It's not something that you have to protect. As long as you can get the pages apart, you're going to be all right. In the back of the nutrition guide, they also have the reset and a crunch that you can do. A lot of people use this if they see an item that they just really do not want to eat. My husband really isn't a fan of the miso soup, even though we've been really strict with this guide. We haven't used the reset and a crunch yet, but I have some friends that are doing it at the same time that I am, and they're using this. So basically it tells you which phase you're in. If you don't like the breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or you're running out of time, you don't have time to prepare anything, what you can have during that time that would be equivalent to the meal that they had planned for you. The second important thing that I think is in the back of the book are the snack options. Now, the Ultimate Reset says only have a snack if you feel like you can't make it to dinner. There's a couple times that I've had a snack when I'm like, okay, I could probably make it to dinner, but then I'd eat really early and be hungry later at night because my schedule's a little off and we don't go to bed too early. So I've had a snack almost every day, but I think that's fine. I'm not really doing this myself to lose weight. So I saw Isabel and Carl Deichler's video yesterday that they did because they're also doing it at the same time as I am, and they've done weekly webcasts where they answer questions for people that are doing the reset. And they said that if you're not trying to lose weight, you can have more of whatever the meal plan is. You can have more of that because it's not going to deter the the toxins. Like, it's still going to cleanse your body. It's not going to hurt that. It's if you're trying to lose weight and you want to really, not have so many calories, then just stick to what they have. But I'll tell you right now, the portions are really huge in everything they give you. A lot of times I haven't been able to finish it. So it's not, that's not an issue here. But they do have some snack options. Each week is different. So, you want to definitely pay attention to that, because you can only have, week 1 options during week 1, week 2, etc. But you can have week 2 and 3 options during week 1. So I hope that makes sense to you. You can also have Shakeology vegan for snack or for breakfast any of the days. They have snack ideas here, and you could see that this is week 1 because it has eggs and yogurt. But the vegan option for breakfast, you can have a full scoop, but for a snack, you only get half a scoop. And then week 3 for breakfast, it's only half a scoop of Shakeology as well, because they want to limit your protein. So the Ultimate Reset, what it does is the first week you're really, getting your body used to not having red meat, and you're starting to wean off of dairy and meat in general. And then weeks 2 and 3 are totally vegan. So I am not a vegan. I've never been vegan. I've never been vegetarian. I've always been a meat eater. It's not difficult for me to transition because I wasn't a huge meat eater, but my husband really is. So he's having a little bit more trouble with it than I am. But he's done a really good job. So it's not impossible, but it is not easy either. So I think it helps that the meals keep you full. They give you a lot of veggies and things. A lot of it you may not have had before. I've never had some of the items. Like tonight, it's supposed to be this kabocha squash with garlic tahini dressing. I've never had this type of squash. I've never prepared it. So I'm just going to hope for the best. But, really, I've been pleasantly surprised with a lot of the recipes. The beets, I've never had beets until this program. It was something I just step out of my comfort zone, and I kind of like them. So it's good to try something new. It's a learning experience. Like I said, you're learning a lot about nutrition during this time. So lastly, I just wanted to talk about the supplements. You're going to get 6 different things that you're going to be taking throughout this process. So the first one is mineralized. You're going to add this to your water 4 times a day every time you take your other supplements, and it tells you on the back how many shakes to put in. You're also going to take these optimized pills every day of the reset as well, with the water that you're taking that's mineralized, and with each week of each phase of the program. So in week 1, week 2, and week 3, you'll be taking these optimized pills 3 times a day. And the last thing you take every day is this alkalinized packet. And I'm just going to be honest, it's my least favorite supplement because it's very green and it tastes that way. You take it with about 2 to 4 ounces of water. So half a cup, it's not a lot of water. So you can just take it like a shot, I guess. But it's really going to help you clear out your system. And then, so in week 1, you also take at night. You take this Soothe at night. You take this every night of the phase, but in week 2, you take the detox packet every time you take your pills. So the only time you don't have detox is when you do the alkalinized once in the afternoon. So detox, I was really nervous about this. 1, because I didn't want to have to be sitting next to the restroom. 2, because I wasn't sure how it would taste, because when you put it in the water, it's brown and it just looks really nasty. It's really good. It's lemony. I don't mind it at all. My husband was like, oh, that's a lot of water you're putting in there, but it was pretty good, so I don't mind it. But you take this 3 times a day in week 2. So I only have 4 packets left. I have 1 more for today and 3 more for tomorrow. And I haven't had any issues with the bathroom. I haven't had to go more than usual or less than usual. I've been pretty regular the whole time. So there's your TMI for today. The last thing that you're going to be taking is in week 3, you're going to be taking Revitalize. This is just a supplement, and instead of the detox, you'll be taking Revitalize pills at that time each day, so 3 times a day, because you're rebooting your system. So with the Ultimate Reset, you're really just learning. And at the end of this book, the Program and Nutrition Guide, it tells you what to do after the reset is over. And it has a really strict plan on reintroducing things to your body, like grains and meat and dairy. It's to really see if you have any issues, like do you have bloating when you have this, because there could be a problem with that when introducing food. My husband, the NFL draft is coming up next week, and so he's planning on having chicken wings like 2 days after we're done with the reset. So we'll see how that goes for him. I'm sure he'll be fine, but he might have bathroom issues after that. So, but anyway, really, if you're taking the step to get this program, kudos to you. It took me almost 2 years to finally commit and say that I can do this. I know for me, nutrition has always been the hardest part, and I know at this time in my life, like that's really where I need to concentrate on to get my ultimate results. So I was ready, and I'm really proud of myself for getting as far as I have. And I know that there's, no stopping me in this next week, that it's going to be great. And for all of you that want to know, I'm down a little over 5 pounds in the 13 days, and my husband's down 15 in 15 days, or 13 days. So you definitely can lose weight, but it's not a weight loss program. It's really to reset your body and to get you eating healthy. So I hope that helps you, and let me know if you have any questions getting started.